Hi everyone, I'm Abby and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Now last episode was a shorter one because crazy stuff happened. And I didn't want to drag on too long. Like, Edgeworth objected to his innocent verdict because believes he killed his father, and then as he also cross-examined a parrot as well. So yeah. Time to finish this up now. At least this case, yeah. I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all of your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy. Just crazy. Nick? What are you doing? Huh? Oh. I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case? For what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. Well, what are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it. In court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. This is where the crazy stuff happens. Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Bon Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please, please. That day I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot and then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream? We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. Oxygen in the elevator ran out and I lost my memory of the events. Bah! The same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Yeah. Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence, unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony? Victim data, it's the only one we haven't done yet. Look at the victim data on this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice, however, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What? I see. You do have a point. Mr. Wright? The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with the case? Yeah, we do. Your Honor, I think I'll be able to show you proof. What? Impossible. Now, Mr. Von Karma. Save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident? Right there. Look at this photograph. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. You can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired? Where? Your Honor, please. Please get a clue. Show the judge the contradiction in the photo. Okay. Right there. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. And there was also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness as the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, he must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. Case summary. That's on page 1. Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. The pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was that one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door. Order! I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It's highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. A nice turn, we have no idea. Happens quite a bit later on. So all we have is the second bullet fired. Right after to discount the defense's claims. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. How did this happen? I don't believe the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Aren't you raising an objection? Sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick? If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No, but you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. Sorry. It's just when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick? Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing on Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. So you killed your father, but that was not your intention. Yes, I did. Oh no. He's accepted the guilt. Very well. Statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce my verdict on the defendant today, right here, right now. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There's so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's going blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Wright? It doesn't matter which one we pick, so no objections. Every lead I thought I had has been squashed. This is really the end. Edgeworth, I'm sorry. Close my eyes. What was it that I had been doing all this time? Was it my whole life leading up to today? And now that I'm here, I know I failed. Yeah, I'm sorry. No. Not yet. Huh? Maya? What? Object. Your only weapon. Are you okay, Nick? What's happening to me? I have to think. Wait, don't think. Act. Your Honor? I object. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object? Oof. Nick? I don't know. His case is perfect. Oh no. Ugh. It must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist. But where? Someone took it. Seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet. It existed. What? Oh, you just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer. The murderer? Then tell us, just who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet. But why? Huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? Why would the murderer spend the time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. I don't want to admit it, but it's true. Urk. I had to take it. Had to take it? The murderer? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but the murderer had to take that bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean? Well, for instance what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer? The bullet hit the murderer? Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. Do you know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer themselves was shot, and they left with their second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime? Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes. But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from the elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside, yes. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges in the bullet. The bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the man inside. Mr. Wright, you were truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. Until you're grasping it, I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it, deny it. No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right, I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick. Huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Gorsberg said yesterday? Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. It's unusual for a vet for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock? He took it because he was injured. Which would mean, it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Oh man. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated the possibility that murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? Oh, my hands are shaking. What? Von Karma. Von Karma? You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one standing right over there? Ah, you don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. You pride yourself on a perfect record. How would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have deep surgery, no? Or did I go under the knife at Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Burke. Nick? Let's find out who his doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma. Perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. Probably didn't undergo surgery. I would leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere. But where? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? Yep, we can. Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much. What? Evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... this. Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where's that bullet now? I think it's unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean... I do. There is the possibility the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Isn't that even possible? For all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. And now he's nervous. The first time ever. I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you. Order, order. Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use a metal detector. Judge, I call for suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma? You. It was you. I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my right shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here. Not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course you can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. It's because you took it out of the records room yesterday. No proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close. 1 day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. This one. Still bears clear ballistic markings. That's a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings? You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. You can analyze both bullets, then if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets have been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Well, Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? And then he loses it. That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! Stop breathing my air! Get away! Get away from my father! It's that scream I heard in the elevator. 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. Mr. Von Karma? Edgeworth! Edgeworth! Only you would dare defy me! So it was you! You and your father are my curse! Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record! And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade! I'll bury you! I'll bury you with my bare hands! Death! Death! 15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. Von Karma. It's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry that you'll have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth! It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then, it was destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing what shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge? What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now! End it! Very well. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor? You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. The score finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Nice. That is all. The score is adjourned. Man, what kind of a petty perfectionist do you have to be to kill someone over getting a penalty on your record? I get perfectionism because I'm a bit of a perfectionist myself, but still, it's ridiculous. Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed! I had to say I'm impressed. It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it. I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory. So, it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah. I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Try thank you. I see. Thank you, Wright. You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Ugh, sorry. I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. Just got you there. Wow! Amazing, pal! You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth? You should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Wow! I feel foolish. Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all. Lada. Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank y'all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at ya. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let's let bygones be bygones, yeah. Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lada? Who, me? I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Kayonce. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, look a gift for me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Butts came along tonight too. My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. This is Sue that questioned me. When he says tree, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right. I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right? Yeah? What's up? That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it. Well, yeah. It's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh. It's a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, it's not a lot either. $38 exactly? Nick, wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? $38? No. No! Larry, it was you? What are you so surprised about, right? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? That doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day, 15 years ago. Larry took the day off but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history. Heh. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting me like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back at school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know. Really, Wright. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth? You should have told me. Now, Nick. It was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations ran out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Where does that leave me? Became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you've always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. Death! The death sentence for both of you! Man, if I had only known I'd about to become a prosecutor. Same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. Became a prosecutor on purpose to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth. Want to switch right? Hey y'all, line up, I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go. And after that, dinner on me. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. Yeah. Whoa, went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep. Hmm? What's this? A letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you. Made me think about what I'm doing here. A spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. It was useless. So I decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Goodbye? What time is it? The first trains for the mountains have already left. To the station! I guess I'm too late. Hey! Nick! Maya! So you're leaving? Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium and can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? Wait. What? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. Heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped in Mr. Roseberg and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma and Maya, huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? Show Maya some evidence to cheer her up. A bullet? Von Karma was convinced he had taken all of the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the blow that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me. Nick. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm going to complete my training and come back. Okay, I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run an office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. So, this is it. See you soon, Maya. It's so cute. Thanks, Nick. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. The same old crazy cast of characters. Ha! Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim? Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, got a bad feeling about this. Yeah. But this actually isn't at the end, like in the original Game Boy version it was, but in every re-release since then, there's actually another case, yeah. Hey pal, Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Whoa! Detective Gumshoe! Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kinda like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? Gumshoe's great. Huh? Nick? I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I'm working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady. She's not exactly what you call a cheap date. Huh? Oh, she's in Hawaii right now, yeah. Good old Larry. Yeah. Annoying and funny at the same time. Who? Wright? Yeah, I remember him. Here's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful. Yeah, you keep telling yourself that, Pain. Coming. Phoenix Wright? Ah, the defense attorney of whom I wrote that affidavit for, yes. Oh, you should know. I've taken over management of the Gatewater Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by. I'm gonna have to go soon. That's my mom, I think. At least it's almost done, yeah. Oh, it's you. Phoenix Wright? Ah, yes, me as understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him of late. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see? Yeah, music in this game is quite good, isn't it? Phoenix Wright? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Did you know that they're finally placing my Hammer's old movies on front of DVDs? Or they use the letter to mention how everything's supposed to keep everything straight, yeah? Yeah, good old big motor mouth. I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is a hit. I sure owe that Mr. Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public eye until the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin the kids' dreams, you know? Low Powers is a good guy. Sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. Wanted to visit, but didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. Must be talking about Maya. She says she can buy them wherever she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway? It's cute, yeah. Right? Who's that? You wanna talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, alright? But, you know, I stuck into the studio the other day. And I saw her, the one inside the Pink Princess suit. Ugh, what a dog. It was kind of a shock for a boy in my tender age. Yeah. Miss Aya. Yeah, I remember right. That lawyer guy. On me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real. Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous. Yeah, that's so cute, isn't it? And as you're smiling and there's Mia and stuff. She's throwing the confetti, which I think is what he does after every trial, yeah. Kinda weird, but cute, yeah. Yeah. Now remember, there's another case after this, but I've gotta end this now. I have to go now. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Feel free to like and comment and subscribe and check out my Twitch and Ko-Fi and Twitter/X. Next episode will be starting the new case, so look forward to that. Peace off.